Run it, I can't take no loss. I don't even know what it costs. I hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, I can't take no loss. I don't even know what it costs. Yeah, I hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, hit the ground, then it go off.
What is going on, you guys? Welcome to D&C on the Rise Ladies Night. We have, as usual, Cesare, D-Jack, and Riley. And starting with the ladies, please introduce yourselves.
Hi, I'm Erica. I'm 21.
Hi, I'm Marie. I'm 22.
Hi, my name's Izzy, and I'm 23.
All right, so to get us started, Riley, you got the first question.
Yeah. So how do you guys think people should be spending their 20s?
I think in high school you've experimented enough and you kind of realize like what you want. And I think in your 20s you should be looking to more settle down or have fun. And I feel like you should find a good in between them.
Okay. So you would say that it's kind of just up to the person themselves to define how they want to pursue their 20s
Exactly.
and go towards that accordingly?
Yeah.
Okay. Marie?
So honestly, I think your 20s are living your best life, living your free life. Like, do whatever the hell you want. Like, you're in your 20s. I mean, yeah, if you want to be committed, then yeah. But, like, I feel like your 20s are, like, yeah, living your best life. Be free, live your best life.
All right. Izzy?
I feel like in your 20s you should be focusing on setting the foundation for your future, but I kind of also agree with what she said. Like, you should also be having fun, probably find like a mutual balance.
All right. So now to turn it over to the guys. What do we think about what was just said?
Well, I don't know, bro. In my opinion, like, I feel like you should be trying to build for the future. And that's that. Like, you can have fun later on.
I agree.
Like, I'd rather be having fun in my mid-20s till like early 30s on a yacht, on a private jet, driving a fast-ass car.
Got to get the
You know what
early
I'm
jump.
saying? Yeah, retiring my parents, like, all that shit. And then in my 40s and 50s, like, I'd really be chilling there. I don't have to work at all.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you got to take the jump on the other people. That's what I think, you know. A lot of people our age are sitting around being lazy. So
20s is your time to get ahead.
Yep.
Yeah.
Agreed. Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people do the bare minimum, and they think that they're doing a lot, but truly, it's like, it's not how it works.
All right. Izzy, do you think there's a difference between how men should spend their 20s and how women should spend their 20s?
That's a good question. Honestly, no, because I don't think there is a difference. Honestly, like I said earlier, just like focusing on building a future for yourself. So that is basically the same for both men and women.
And you just think that people should make sure that they're having fun along the way?
I mean, yeah, like once your priorities are taken care of, yeah, I could lay back, have a little bit of fun. You know, you're only going to be young once too, so.
Fair enough. Marie, same question?
Honestly, I think the same. Like, I feel like men and women are equal. So, like, have your best fun, live your best life.
All right. Erica?
I think you have decided your future like after you exit high school, and I feel like you've kind of decided whether you're ready to commit or whether you're ready to have fun, and I feel like there really is no fine line. And I feel like within your 20s, you can kind of experiment and you can have fun and you can do the adult things, and I feel like there really is no pathway before you're 30.
Okay. Some interesting answers.
What makes you think you don't have a pathway before you're 30?
I feel like people think that high school is for experimenting, whereas I think like once you reach your 20s, like you're able to actually like get into the real world where like people choose high school or whether people choose like college or whether they choose a career path, and you can actually like evaluate what kind of person you're like getting yourself into. And I feel like you can decide whether you want to have fun or whether you want to commit, and like whether that's in your early 20s or your late 20s or like whether you get into your late 30s. Like, I feel like it's deciding exactly what pathway is right for you.
Exactly. Because to add to that, I feel like in your late like 20s, everyone is either one looking for a relationship or looking just for like friends.
Talking to the mic.
Friends. But I feel like If you go to meet your one and like the relationship, then yeah, dude, full send, full send, because the people that are like, no, not it, not it.
Do you have anything to add to this, Izzy?
Honestly, not much for me. It's just all about finding the balance in everything. And like I said earlier, I feel like there's a mutual balance between men and women is in the aspect of figuring out your future and having fun. So,
Yeah. I mean, we're not saying that you can't have fun, but I think that you can have fun like after accomplishments, you know?
yeah, that's what I was saying. Like priorities
Milestones.
first, always.
Yeah. It's like if you do something good that day and you make progress and then you go out and celebrate that night. I personally feel like that just feels better, you know?
Yeah, me too.
Other than doing nothing at home and then going out and then you go back home and wake up and do the same thing the next day. So,
Like celebrating nothing.
yeah.
What compliments are you saying?
Like anything. Working towards goals, small goals, big goals. Making one step at a time. You got to have a plan, right? So you hit a little mark on your plan and you had plans to do like this today. Like, you know, after this, we go
Yeah.
celebrate and then it feels good, you know?
Yeah, literally me today.
So I think this is a bit of an interesting question. And in terms of the similarities between how men and women should spend their 20s, I think it really just comes down to the fact that we should be developing skill sets and making sure that we dedicate our time to be learning something that's going to value us in our future so that we're not 40 and don't have any real world skills. When shit hits the fan, you're more prepared if you have a good skill set and if you surround yourself with people who are doing the same, and ideally they're developing skills different than yours, and then you can lean on people for where their strengths are, your weaknesses, and vice versa in them. And I think that leads to a much more prosperous life down the road.
Definitely.
Do you have anything to add to that? No. All right. Next question, Riley.
All right. So in these 20s, there's what do you guys think would make a man, we'll start with that, a high value?
What would make this man most desirable to you? What kind of traits would he have?
So the high value, I'm like loyalty. Loyalty is number one. I feel like that's like, if you do not have loyalty, then done. Because how am I supposed to have a relationship if there's no fucking loyalty?
So I just kind of have to interject here.
Yeah.
I don't really know how you're going to screen for loyalty prior. I'm more looking at like how is he going to get your attention in the first place?
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a good question. What do you think?
Izzy, do you have anything?
Yeah, I think having good intentions, sticking to your word is very important as well.
Like a positive personality, right? Like
Yeah,
you're not-
most definitely a
like
positive
if
person.
you were thriving as a person, then I feel like you're gonna get thrive back. Like as long as you're positive going out, positive coming in.
Okay. Do you have anything, Erica?
I feel like I build my future, you build yours, and like if that somehow coincides, then it does. And if it doesn't, then I feel like it doesn't work. And I feel like if you have goals and if you have aspirations, whether that's supposed to be like a house husband, if that's what you want to be, then that's what you want to be. But it's like having an end goal and like having steps to get there, then that's like what makes a man a man. Like it's like exactly like what you want from a relationship, like going in and expecting that to come out.
Yes.
That's
Nope.
Yes.
Okay, you're done.
Yes. Yes, girl.
So I find this interesting. Boys, what would we say for what makes a man desirable?
Well, definitely not being a housewife.
Duh. Obvious.
I think
Obviously.
Okay, you're done.
Yeah. Yep.
I think we're really looking at this from a perspective that's really looking idealistically at personalities. And I really want to turn our attention more towards tangible traits that someone's going to have. For instance, you observe a man within a world that he's confident in, and you observe that he's competent in that realm. Would that do something for you?
Yeah, obviously.
So would you say that a high-value man is a man who is competent within certain realms?
It depends on what world they're in. You know what I mean?
So let's say financially, they know what they're doing.
Easily.
Okay.
Yes.
Strength-wise, fitness, they got that on point.
Yes.
Okay.
Like, do both of those, like, coincide with each other? Or is it, like, strength versus financial?
I'm just asking if this is a trait that is desirable in someone. Like, this person being competent at this is attractive.
I feel like if they have goals, if they have, like, set goals in mind, that makes you attractive. Like, if you have something you're working towards, whether it's financial, physical, like, financial, like, it makes you more attractive.
Exactly.
Like, it doesn't really matter.
If you have goals, then yes. Boom.
That's a good one.
Would you say that it's important for a man to be ambitious?
Yeah. Sorry. Do you think it's important if a man has goals?
Of course.
Yeah. He needs to have goals. If he does not have goals, then there's... What are we talking for? What are you trying to, like, convince?
So do you understand where I'm trying to go with this? I do. Okay, so a man being high value, yes, I completely agree. Like, to get that out of the way, yes, I agree with all of you. Yeah. Obviously, a man needs to have goals that he's moving towards. However, I'm just kind of like, are there different, does it matter what the goal is? Like, if you meet a guy, you really like him, and it's his goal to be a Fortnite streamer.
Probably not.
Okay,
No.
so
I'm like,
so
I will talk to a guy, but if his main goal is to be a Fortnite streamer, I'm like, no. No.
Okay,
Why the fuck are we talking? Literally, why? Like, if you're going to be a Fortnite, whatever the fuck it is, then no. Why are we talking? I'm not going to talk to a fucking Fortnite.
I mean, they make more money than anybody else in this room.
that's for sure. That is true. That is true. So, like, because what I'm really trying to get at for this is that, like I said, I want to go beyond just general observations. Like, yes, we all know he's got to have goals, but beyond that, like other traits, like I'm kind of more looking for something like I'm just kind of surprised. I haven't even heard anything like, oh, I want him to like be financially stable. I want him to be tall. I want him to be in shape. Like, no markers that you'll just see someone has. Like, oh, he has good style. I can see that immediately. But everything that's being discussed right now is like after I've already been talking to him for X amount of time and I'm delving into his personality. I'm more looking at things that you'll see before you meet him.
Okay. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and lie, like, height isn't an issue. Like, I want a man, like, I wear heels and, like, I can still make eye contact with that person. Like, I'm not going to lie. Like, having someone that's ambitious, regardless of what it's for, if you have financial, like, if you see financial success in what you're doing, or if you see some sort of, like, success in what you're doing, then I'm going to support you. Whether that means, like, you're looking for financial, like, family success, like, anything success in, like, your standpoint from where you're at into the future, then that's what I'm looking for in a person. Now, if I don't see that, then that's, like, okay. Like, I'm willing to keep talking to you, but it's, like, I definitely have criteria before I continue to talk to that person.
Okay. Do we want to move on, gentlemen? I feel like I'm moving in circles here.
Let's move on from that question.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go.
That's just, okay, Okay.
Do you have something to add?
No. No.
So, I don't even know if I want to ask.
I'm scared.
Nah, just skip down and go to the next one.
So, with women and men today, it's become quite the thing to be breaking up a lot and getting into really awkward relationships and stuff. So I want to ask this question to get a girl standpoint. Is what's the percentage of women that actually see themselves marrying the guy that they're dating?
Start with Marie.
No. Honestly, through my friends and like for their standpoint, I'd be like 20%. Because honestly, no, I don't agree with them. I do not agree with them. No, but like, I feel like my friends that are in relationships now, they just want they just like attention. They just like.
So they'd rather have somebody than not be alone.
Yeah, they just want to feed attention.
Or than be alone.
Yeah, they just want to like crave attention. Because girls, honestly, that's a bad secret, but like girls just crave attention, and yeah, I feel like they're craving attention.
Erica?
Okay, I'm not gonna lie, compliments are nice. But when it comes from like that one person, like if I'm flirting with one person, that's the only person I'm flirting with. Like if I'm talking to someone, that's the only person I'm talking to. So it's like, I don't know what the percentage of women is because I don't look at that sort of stuff.
Well, I'm not really asking about the percentage of women, just like in your own experience, the people you know, generally, what amount of them would you say actually can see themselves marrying the person that they're with?
I have no idea. Because like for me, I date to marry. So it's like if I am fully committing to you, I am like, you are my forever until I don't see that being forever. You know what I mean? Like, it's like I have had exes, like, you are my forever until it didn't end well. Like, it's like I am dating to marry, and it's like if it doesn't end like that, then it doesn't end like that. Like, it's like I am going into a relationship, like, thinking, like, I'm going to build this, and I'm going to work on this, and this is going to be the person that I end up trying to start a family with apart from, like, my original family. So it's like I'm not looking at other women and what they look for. Like, I'm looking for my relationship to go somewhere, and I'm looking for someone to actually start a family with and actually like marry. So it's like 100% for me, where it's like if I am fully committed to that person, like I am fully committed to that person, like whether we are flirting, whether we are talking, whether we are dating, like I am fully for that person. So it's like 100% for me.
Okay, so you're in Marie's 20%.
Yeah. Yes, if you're all for me, you're all for me.
I honestly have to agree with the 20%.
Yes, thank you, girl.
That's even coming from personal experience.
Yes.
Like, I don't know. A lot of times nowadays, people just get into relationships just to get into them, and like we were previously talking, like getting attention, not being alone. It happens a lot, and so it's kind of rare to find people more like us, where we find people and we automatically would want to talk to them to marry them.
Okay.
So yeah, I would say the percentage is actually pretty low, unfortunately, and
yeah.
girls kind of just stay for a long time, but won't actually like try to pursue a marriage.
Gentlemen, we have anything to add here?
I think the percent is lower, but other than that, no.
Yeah, I think I agree with Cesar. I think
I'm a realist. Like 20% is crazy, bro.
Yeah,
like,
I think
because
so
right now, thinking about everybody that I know that's in a relationship, I could probably like Giz is probably the only motherfucker that I know that's gonna marry his girl.
Yeah,
Like
I
I'm
agree.
this is a fact.
Yeah, for sure.
Everybody else, like
And see,
I can't name one.
This is why the dating scene is so fucked up. Like literally, it is so fucked up because people are like, no, they're gonna play me, and then us girls are like, no, they're gonna play us, and then boom, it's a never-ending cycle. Never-ending cycle.
I'm not sure if it's below or at 20%, but I don't think it's higher than that. I definitely think people today don't really have a handle on their impulses, and they're gonna jump at those temporary dopamine hits. Yep. And you know, it's hard to stay single until you find what you like. I think it's a lot easier to just get with what you have and be with that.
So do you think these guys these are just trying to hit like dopamine hits? Like, what do you think?
The guys?
Yeah.
When they're dating?
No, see, with
In a relationship? No.
No.
That's a whole nother situation.
If a dude
I'm like, so are you guys just trying to hook up like dopamine hits, like boom, boom, boom?
for a
Maybe yes,
dude,
no.
those dopamine hits are just like one night stands and stuff like that. friends with benefits.
So do you guys do one night stands?
No.
Man of God.
No? Either one of you guys? None?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, good.
100%.
sorry. Just wanted to know. Just wanted to make sure.
100%.
Well, good to know.
But I think it's very different for men and women. I think that, to your point, you were saying that a lot of the people you know are fiending for attention, the girls, when they're in these
Yes.
relationships.
Yes,
I don't
thank you,
think
Devin.
I don't think dudes are fiending for attention when they're in relationships. I think dudes are in a relationship to feel loved and valued and to give love back. For a dude, if he's chasing dopamine hits, he's going out to the clubs every night trying to find a girl to be with for the night. Yeah. So it's a very different thing. I think that most of the dudes, so in your 80% of girls that you would say you know and are not going to marry the dude they're with, I would say that the vast majority of those dudes believe that they are going to have a future with that woman and are sadly mistaken.
Yes.
Fair.
Yeah. Especially when it gets into a relationship, man. Like I'm hearing like stories of.
So these women are done bad thinking that they're going to get in a relationship. How do you think about that?
Wait, what?
Like, so you guys are talking to women. They think that they're going to get in a relationship with you. How do you feel about that?
What?
Everybody here just said that we don't do one night stands, so I don't really know if that necessarily applies to us, but I'm assuming you're talking about a situation where basically a dude is leading a chick on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
I don't really think that's not something that I would advocate nor admire in a man, and I don't engage in that behavior myself.
I agree. It's a wasting your time.
It's a massive waste of time.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
what I really think is like when a dude is spending his valuable time with you and he's not getting direct pleasure from it physically, he wants to be with you. Yeah. And he's not just like leading you on like that. That's
Yes.
a very small minority of dudes who would get some kind of weird rush off that. Do you have anything to add here? No? All right. So, to kind of add on to what Marie was saying earlier, why do you feel like, if you could articulate it, why most girls aren't really comfortable just talking to one person at a time? Or actually, to walk that back a little bit, for these women who you know who are in a relationship, but they don't see themselves marrying the guy, do you know if they are talking to multiple different people at once at the same time?
I do not personally. Like, if it's my friends are very loyal, so that would never be the case. I think just generally speaking, if you're just starting to date or you're just talking, like we were talking about earlier, women just kind of like the attention, I guess. And sometimes, like, I guess the one dude they're talking to might not be doing the job. Like, they might not cut it, and they might be, like, close to cutting that off and try to find someone else. So that's the reasons that I would see that women talk to multiple people.
Okay, so they might just, like, start the process early before fully cutting off the initial one?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've seen it plenty, so.
What about you, Marie?
Honestly, I would say I feel like girls just like attention. Attention for the win. I like attention. So I'm like, if a guy gives me attention, I'm like, all right, then let's go.
So do you find that, like, some of the girls you know will talk to other dudes while still being in a relationship?
No, not in a relationship. I mean, like, if they're single, then yeah, they'll talk to them. But like in a relationship, no.
Okay.
All my friends are loyal. I'm not friends with Horace.
Press the fucking hurrah button right fucking now. Marie, that's a fucking lie.
I'm not friends with Horace.
That is a fucking lie.
Who is laughing?
She said.
All right, I want to ask you anyway, but I feel like I kind of know your answer already, Erica.
Oh no. If girls are flirting with people, I don't care how many people you flirt with. If you're talking to someone, I don't know, I'm like weirdly committed. If I am like trying to pursue a relationship with you, I'm committed. If like one of my friends is talking to someone, they're committed. like the people that I surround myself with are loyal. If you are in a relationship, there is no way that there are any second thoughts about that. If you think any second thoughts, obviously that relationship is not there for you, and I think you need to pursue something else.
All right, so if one of your close friends who was in a relationship, you found out that they were talking to someone else on the side, how would that affect your perception of that friend?
I would find that inappropriate. Because I think if you are fully committed or in a relationship with someone, that you should be for them. Like, obviously, I have chose you or they have chose you as, like, to be their, like, person that they're going to marry. And it's like, why do you need someone else's attention in order to get that gratitude? So it's like, obviously, if you're flirting, like, I don't care. If you're talking to someone, it's like, you're reaching. But it's like, if you're fully committed to someone and you're talking to someone, obviously I'm going to pull you aside and we're going to sidebar and we're going to talk about that, because I obviously find that inappropriate.
Okay. Marie, I'd ask you the same.
Wait, question?
Yeah, if you found out that one of your friends who was in a relationship was talking to someone else on the side, how would that affect your perception of your friend?
Honestly, I feel like it'd be like a side eye, because I was like, girl, like, we're here to live our best life, but, like, if you're going to be cheating on someone, then, like, no, that's not it. Like, I'm all here to live our best life, but, like, once you're cheating on someone or, like, talking to another guy, I'm like, no. We're all here to live our best life, to live our best, like, in a relationship life. Like, I did not do cheating. I did not do cheating. So if someone is flirting with someone on the other side, I'm like, no. I'll let them know.
You'll actually tell them?
Yeah, for sure.
Solid.
I don't care if it's my best friend. If someone's cheating is one thing I do not do. Cheating is bad. I was like, I do not care. Cheating is one thing. I was like, no. Cheating, I'm like, I will tell anyone. No one deserves to be cheated on.
Yeah, my friend would definitely be getting called out, and I would make sure they know. Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah, because it's not okay, period. Like, I don't care, like you said, if you're my best friend. I don't care if we're, like, sisters, brothers. Cheating is never okay. And if you're going to be my friend and do that, then I'm just going to step back for sure, because I don't want to associate with that type of people. Like, it's just not okay. Like, nothing about it is ever okay. Doesn't matter who it is, what it was, nothing. It's just wrong. So.
Well, I definitely like those answers. You have anything to add, Riley?
No. You?
No, I think they kind of covered a lot there.
I think they did cover a lot.
So, for the three of you, I'll start with Erica. With a person that you would be 100% committed to, where would you rank that relationship on your list of priorities?
List of priorities?
Yeah.
Like,
so in terms of like
on?
how early on, like let's say that you're looking for a relationship and you found someone who you think could serve that for you. Okay. And you want to find out if they actually are going to be that person for you or not. How high do you rank finding that out on your list of priorities versus like time with your family, pursuing whatever career you might be after, time with your friends? Just where do you place that?
Obviously, when I'm single, my family comes first, my career comes second, and obviously I'm for the grind. Like, I am constantly trying to work and I'm trying to better myself. But it's like, when I'm trying to marry someone, I'm trying to put that person above myself. So it's like, I'm working to try to find somebody that I would put above myself. So it's like, if I could see that person, like, later on, like, me and myself being here, and, like, that person, like, I'm marrying them and I could hold them higher than I do myself, then obviously, like, later on in the relationship, like, a few months, if not, like, years down the line, like, I would definitely put that person above myself. But, like, early on in the relationship, like, my family comes first, my career comes second, and that person comes third. But, like, obviously, I'm trying to get that person to come way above myself. Okay. So it kind of depends on, like, the progression or, like, the substance of the relationship and how fast it, like, moves and, like, how early on, if, like, not longevity the relationship is.
Okay. Marie?
Wait, repeat the question?
Where does a relationship rank on your list of priorities? Whether that's starting out or once you've actually been with them for a few months.
So honestly, I would say relationship is number 2. Honestly, I feel like they should be like number 1. Like if you're in a relationship with someone, then boom, number 1. All priorities to them. Well, like not like everything, but like if you're in a relationship with someone, then like yeah, you need to be communicating with them like all around.
No, but like, where does it rank on your list of priorities? Like how?
Oh, number 1.
Number 1?
Number 1.
Okay, and is that even if you're just if you're just starting to talk to someone and you really like them, are you going to prioritize them over other things so that you can get to that answer quicker?
No, number 1 still. Because I feel like if they're my best friend, then like they should know, like, hey, like, yeah, you're my bestie. I've been bestie with you. Like, example, Maria. I've been friends with Maria since I've been 15. Like, example, Maria, I get in a relationship. I'm like, hey, Maria. Like, hey, I'm talking to this
She's
guy.
not your boyfriend, though.
Okay, and I understand that. But, like, I'm still going to be living my best life, like, with him. Like, I'm not going to ask Maria, hey, Maria, can I go out and date this guy, go on this date with him? Like, no.
I'm a little bit confused right now.
Yeah. Wait, hold on. Just rephrase the question again. Just go back.
Where does a relationship with this man, the man you want, rank on your list of priorities? Are you willing to prioritize him when you first start talking to him over other things in your life?
Yeah. Number 1. Yeah, for sure.
All right.
Okay.
So, like, duh. Obviously, he's going to be my number 1. Like, I'm trying to get in a relationship with him. Like, relationship comes before, like, best friends. Like, obviously, Maria's my best friend. Like, yeah, Maria, let's fucking go. But, like, if I'm trying to get in a relationship, then yeah.
So you and Maria have plans to go out on a Friday night or a
Yeah.
Saturday night.
Yeah.
And he hits you up 30 minutes before you're about to go. You've already gotten ready. What do?
I'm going out with Maria.
Well,
Is that bad? Is that bad?
That just kind of contradicts what you just said.
See, I'm like, sorry, Maria's my number 1. I feel like
so then she's your number 1.
Yeah. I'm all for girls before boys.
So
I'm
then
sorry.
so then he'd be like number 2 or number 3 on your list.
Yeah. Maria would be my number 1.
So now we got that real answer out.
I think in the talking stage, I would not prioritize it very much. That's just because personally, I'm a very busy woman. I have a kid. I'm a full-time mom, full-time business owner. I'm currently getting into a new career, so I really don't have time on my hands. So if we're just in a talking stage, I will prioritize like spending time with you, going to see you, like text you back, talk to you, but I am not going to make you my main priority at that moment. Now, if things change and we're like in a relationship, then I'm going to prioritize you as much as I can, for sure. So I would say in the talking stage, it would probably be about my 3rd or 4th priority in a relationship, closer to 3rd or 2nd.
Okay. Boys, I think that's pretty logical.
Yeah.
I think I wouldn't really expect a girl to prioritize a dude over everything else in the talking stage.
Yeah. Definitely not. Definitely not.
Get a bit closer together. There you go.
You guys aren't even close together.
We don't need to
We're not sharing a mic.
Well, you should be.
No, it's our show.
It's our show.
Get close together, ladies.
All right, so I think we're good to move on here.
Yeah.
So next question. How do you think couples should handle a breakup? Can start with Erica.
It's always starting with me. It's actually crazy.
We can start with someone else.
I think it depends on the breakup. Like,
Yeah.
what are the reasons and what are the repercussions as to why you're breaking up? Like, is it because you guys just see yourselves, like, moving in different paths, or is it because something happened that
Right,
caused you guys to break up?
For the sake of this conversation, let's assume it's not an indiscretion and you just, like, kind of fall out of love with this person. You just kind of, you're not feeling it anymore. How should you go about it?
Then I think it should start as you began, being honest. Like, I think you should be like, I honestly care for you as a person, but not necessarily wanting to continue to build a relationship with you. And I feel like that's how you should continue to go on with that person. Like, it's like, I feel like all of it's built on honesty and communication, and I feel like what that means for you and that partner has to do with you and your guys' relationship. Like, as you began, as you should end, or continue as that relationship progresses. So it's like, if you started communicating, you should end communicating, or you should continue communicating and then move forward. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He says no.
He said no.
What do you not understand?
What
I know, I understand. I just don't agree.
What do you mean you
What
don't?
don't you agree with that? I'm gonna hear.
Like, why would you continue to communicate with your ex after you break up?
No, not continue to communicate with your ex, but continue to understand why you're breaking up. Like, there should be there should be fair communication.
Okay, look, the way I look at it is like, if the words "I want to break up" come out your mouth, that's that. You're not gonna hear from me. That's it.
Ever again?
The fuck?
No, I don't mean to continue to communicate with your ex. But it's like,
what purpose and value do I gain from
there's
it?
the idea of closure.
What
like,
closure do I need aside from myself?
Then maybe that's just on you, and maybe that's not on your partner.
I mean, I'm not. That's their business. I'm not worried about how they feel.
And that's
if that's
fine.
their
That has to do with
breakup.
your communication.
Do you want to know the reason why they're leaving you?
I mean, that's gonna happen when we break up.
So you don't want to continue.
So okay, look, so she comes. Okay, look.
She
She comes to me and she's like, okay, I want to break up.
No.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna talk about it right then and then. There's no need for me to talk to her the next following days.
So when are you gonna talk to her about it?
No, you
you just
talk
never
about
talk
the
to her
break.
about
No,
it?
that happens during the breakup. When you say we're done, obviously I'm gonna be like, why?
Yeah.
It's not gonna be like, all right, peace out.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Yeah,
what
I'm
I'm
gonna be like, why?
You're gonna ask
But
why,
I'm saying
but-
after the breakup, no talking. What's the point of that? To
So
try
if
and-
the conversation
So once you
goes,
guys break up with the
Cesare, I'm
girl-
breaking up with you, he goes, no more communication.
And then they're done?
Yes.
Yes.
So that's
Yes.
it.
No
That's done?
contact. Yes.
But then you seem like the
sounds
conversation
so
continues
crazy. It's
into
just the
a
simplest
why
thing.
with you, Riley.
Wait, what? Repeat that.
You make the conversation seem like as a why, or like I have to have a reason to break up with you. Whereas Cesare, like if I say I'm breaking up with you, it's done. So where is the
Yeah, like it's
ending
done.
of the
No,
relationship?
no, it's not. He wasn't saying it's done as in like those are the only words coming out of his mouth. He's saying he's breaking up, and then after the breakup, it's done.
Yeah.
He's not talking to you anymore.
I'm not saying
It
all you gotta
goes
say is
into
that, we're breaking up, and I'm like, okay.
And
I mean,
I'm gonna say this: no contact is the only way to go. That's the only way to go.
You think so?
Yes,
Yes.
100%.
So
100%.
the words "I'm breaking up with you" come up in a conversation, you're absolutely done.
Yes.
Like you don't
Dude,
need to know why. You don't need to
You're
know.
No,
you
that's-
know-
if you're not
text,
fully
you're
in,
not- you're not
if you're
gonna
not
hit
fully
her
in,
up.
But
huh?
you just mentioned you need to know why. Did you not?
If she breaks up with me, I'm gonna ask her why. But after I find out why, and we see if
But
we
for
just see
Cesare,
differently,
the why doesn't seem to matter.
No, no,
It
no,
doesn't.
It does.
Like, it does, but what I'm saying is when you are having that conversation with that person, at that moment in time, you're going to ask those questions.
Okay.
So I will get the answer right there and then. After that, I don't need to talk to you no more, regardless.
See, that's
Unless it's
fair.
like unless you died, I don't give a fuck. It's truth. There's no value or any purpose in it. Now, there's exceptions in certain situations,
yes, there is. There is.
but just as like like an average ass situation, no. What the fuck?
No, I mean that's fair. That's where like I was confused. It's
Oh,
like you
okay.
seem like if like I say the words "I'm breaking up with you," you're done. Whereas like Riley was like, "I need to know why in order to move."
I don't need to know why. I
So
would
it's
like
like
to
the
know
idea
why.
of closure. You know what I mean?
So if you get broken up with, you don't want to know why.
I'm not gonna sit here and feel like it's a necessity. It would be nice to know,
Really?
but
Do you
it's
wanna
not
know
gonna
why?
affect me. Like,
no,
you wanna
yeah,
know
same
why?
thing. It's nice to know, obviously.
Okay,
but
yes, I want to know why
'cause
too.
I mean,
yes.
obviously
So you want to know
knowing-
why?
Yeah.
All right,
No,
so
yeah.
let me just kind of
It
like
doesn't.
throw something in here to see
I
if I
feel
can
like we're
clarify
so off
things.
topic at
Let me
this
let me
point.
see if I can try to clarify
Like-
things. So let me just go into a dream scenario. We've been talking about in person, but let's just say that like Riley's girl sent him a text just saying we're done,
Yeah.
and he would ask like, "Yo, why? Can we like talk about this?" But if she just goes ghost and doesn't respond after that, he's not gonna go chasing down why did she break up with me. He's just gonna move on. So when we're talking about in person, you two sit down. Girl breaks up with him. He breaks up with her. In this situation, she breaks up with him. Y'all discuss your feelings. Talk about why it happened and why you can't move forward. But once that conversation is over and y'all go your separate ways after that conversation, from that point on, it's no contact. It's done.
Yeah. Yes. There's no point. And you learn so much in that no contact, sitting there by yourself.
So that's what all three here are in agreement for is once that conversation is over, yes, when the conversation is happening, we would like to know why. But even then, like if, let's say I was at work and she popped into my work to break up with me on the spot in front of people, whatever. I'm not going to go and then walked away. I'm not going to go like chasing after you, like, why did you break up with me? None of that. Yeah. Just move on. Anyway, Izzy never got to answer the question.
If I'm going to break up with somebody, I would sit them down and respectfully tell them what's going on and how I feel, and also try to have them communicate the same thing back. And once we're at like a mutual agreement, just kind of agree to part ways. As for the no communication afterwards, I feel like sometimes it can be important just for the healing process. If you're like sitting there questioning why, like why me, or like what did I do, or vice versa, if the other person's still thinking about it, I feel like it would be important to communicate about that just so you could, like you said, like have closure and kind of just be over with the situation and move on to heal.
That's an interesting point that I actually like to build off of. So the situation that we were just addressing was she breaks up with him, he goes no contact afterwards. What do y'all think about a situation where, same thing, just falling out of love, just not feeling it anymore. He breaks up with her and she continues to kind of like contact him every once in a while for that closure. Would y'all give that to her if you were the one who broke up with her?
Well, in my situation, I'm going to tell you right there and then, so I don't feel like there's not going to be any questions by the time I'm done talking.
I mean, all right, so all right, repeat that.
So if you break up with her, and it's not like she cheated on you.
Texting you.
Yeah,
no, that's not it. Because a guy is going to get led on from that 100% every single time.
Well, no. But it's a situation where he broke up with her and she's contacting him.
Then he's probably not going to respond. I don't see why he would.
I'm just saying that the point of that is like she's contacting him because she wants more closure. She feels like talking more after that initial breakup conversation that he initiated. She feels like having those conversations will help her have that closure. Do you think you would give that to her?
No, because it's not helping me. If we're done, then I'm done helping you. And if it's not going to help me, then what's the point of doing it?
Seems logical to me.
Back to my point, it just doesn't bring any value.
But if you really loved somebody, wouldn't you still care?
Yeah, you can, dude. You can carry and feel all that shit. You can carry and feel all that shit on your own.
Yes,
it's a matter of your mentality. Are you able to sit there and like do something positive with it? So like if you just sit back, if you're just sitting around thinking about it all day, every day, it's going to be difficult to avoid talking to that person. But if you distract yourself in the right ways by doing like healthy things, I guess whatever that may be for you, then I don't feel like that's going to be a problem. I don't feel like there's no need for it.
I'm feeling that like you guys are wanting it. You guys want us to help you make it easier for you yourself to move on from us.
I feel like it would generally be like a mutual thing. Like we talk about our feelings so that both of us could get a mutual understanding to heal, like
both of us
said.
are on the same page.
I don't need to be on the same page as you.
Well, I mean,
like the thing is, look, if a breakup is happening,
yeah.
At least like I don't know about other dudes, but in my situation, when I break up with you, I'm going to tell you why. What I'm saying is that there's no questions that you're gonna have by the time I'm done talking to you. I will clarify everything right there and then. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it around nothing. I don't beat around the bush. I go like we can go right to it. So that's what I'm saying. If I do that and she's still contacting me trying to get closure after that, I know it's just all bullshit because I know what I said is like that's just like I said everything already. That's what I'm saying. So after that, like I know who I am. I know I said what I said. And I know the message got through.
So you would never talk to her again? It just done deal, done. Like you found the love of your life, met her, boom.
If it was the love of my life, it wouldn't be broken up.
Yep.
That's fair.
Yep.
That's fair. I see your point for that. I was like, I don't have any disagreements for that. I was like, yeah, no. I feel the same way.
100% true.
I was thinking I might have done kind of what I was asking, but then Cesare said that, and I'm like, yeah, I would definitely lay out everything. I would lay out everything on the spot. There really wouldn't be no room for more questions or any need for anything else.
The only closure is going to be them hitting you up, being like, do you really not love me anymore? Blah 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 blah. That's the closure you guys want.
And I do think that can make it like because sometimes for a dude doing that, like it's difficult for him to break up with that girl. And if he chooses to engage with that, all those attempts to contact him, it just might be more damaging to his ability to move on.
Yes, it is. It is. Of course it is.
So it's, I don't know. It's a bit of a...
Even if he broke up with her.
Yeah.
Even if he broke up with her. But especially if she broke up with him.
That's a whole nother story. I'm seeing that shit happen firsthand right now.
Yeah.
You know, people that are something like this. Like, bro, trust me. Like, I know.
Yes. Yeah.
Question me. That's fine.
but this leads into the next question though. So, wait, did she get to answer? Did she get to answer?
Everybody answered.
Okay. So, this leads into the next question because the reason it's different, I feel like for guys and girls for breakups as to why we need no contact and why you guys need closure from the other person to help move on is because because I feel like people have too many options. So what do you guys think about that? Like, why do you think like girls have too many options?
And we'll start with Izzy since Erica doesn't like being started with.
Okay, I'm sitting with the like.
Can you rephrase the question? Why do women have so many options?
Yes. Okay, my bad. No, I messed that up. I messed that up. My bad. Let me see the question. Yeah, so do people today have too many options? Like, with a breakup, it's different. And personally, it's because... Should we just start this one?
Yeah, just go.
Yeah.
Okay. So I feel like the reason that is different is because women have options, crazy amounts of options at their fingertips on their cell phone. Okay, guys don't really have that, especially coming out of a relationship. So usually, like if that girl were to keep texting us, she's the only one talking to us, so that's still gonna get in our head. So that's why I feel like there's a difference between that, you know? Guys don't really get options these days. They got to have that persona and everything. And girls, they just really have to look pretty, post a picture on Snapchat, and boom, they got 20 guys just swiping up, saying the most obnoxious
and that's what I'm saying,
ever
dude.
fucking seen.
And you sit there, dude. I've sat there on the other end and like been with women. They get a text and they're like, dude, like it's the goofiest shit,
it's
bro.
wild.
And it's all like the niggas that usually do that, like, bro. There's niggas like me sitting on the other end, seeing you send these messages, bro. It looks horrible. You look stupid.
You don't know that a lot of times there's another dude that she's laughing at those messages with.
Yes.
Yeah, 100%. It's an evil world.
But so basically, like with the advent of social media, Instagram, Snapchat, that's really inflated the amount of options that girls have because like real world, like dudes aren't getting approached by girls and they're not getting hit up like that online. No. But girls can get approached like that. I mean, happens less often because dudes are a bit, you know, they don't really have the confidence for that as much these days.
Yeah.
But online, they got all the confidence in the world.
Yeah.
So basically the question is, do you feel like women today, do you feel like having so many options via social media is sort of damaging to healthy relationships or the forming of them?
Depends how you are as a person. You could just as easily ignore all those messages and focus on the person you're already talking to or the relationship that you're in.
Do you think most people have the most women have the capacity to block all that out and just not really engage with it?
Definitely depends. I mean, if it's a bunch of like thirsty dudes in your DMs, then yeah, I could definitely easily ignore that. I mean, if you're in a relationship with someone, I feel like that's how it should be. Like, everything should be ignored. And so those options aren't actually options because you're not paying any attention to them. You just swipe and delete them. So, I don't know. It's kind of difficult. Like,
But if you wanted them to be options, they could be, right?
yeah, I mean, if you wanted to, you saw someone message you and you decide to message them back and get to put your energy into getting to know them, it could be, yeah. It just depends, like I said, like the type of person you are and how you go about that type of thing. And honestly, like, the loyalty has a lot to do with that. So.
All right, let's turn it over to Marie.
Yeah, so I have to agree with her. I feel like loyalty is the number one thing. Like, yeah, if you're loyal, then boom.
Get a bit closer.
Oh, my bad. I feel like if you're loyal, like you said, if you're loyal to the guy that you're talking to, then yeah, 110%. Boom.
So that wasn't exactly the question. The question is, do you think that it's a bit of a problem in today's society for women to have the level of options in social media that they do?
A little bit. I mean, like, I don't know. I mean, like, example, I Snapchat a lot of guys, but, like, example, Riley, Cesare, I Snapchat them, but, like, they're not, like, they're just my friends. They're just my friends. Like, yeah, I Snapchat a lot of people. Like, my Snapchat score goes up, like, 1,000 a day, but, like, I'm just... Stop! Riley, no!
Wrong. 1,000 a day?
Yeah.
That's insane.
Almost like 1,500, 1,000, 1,500 a day.
I know niggas that still got shit on like 2,000.
Stop,
Snapchats a day?
guys.
750 snaps a day.
Yeah, well, guys, I have a streak with you and you. I have.
What does that have to do with the other
Nothing. I'm just saying. I have a streak with you guys. And sorry, this is so bad. I have a streak with you guys. Oh, but like I have like 156 streaks. 156. So like.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
I'm just manhandling the mic. But like, no, it's really not that serious.
So it is at least slightly damaging to some extent.
I mean, not really. I mean, like, you guys are my friends. What the fuck?
I'm not talking about them too. I'm not talking about them too.
We're outside of that. It doesn't matter. I'm talking
What's
about
damaging
I'm saying.
All right, so you kind of, I'd ask, do you think it's damaging for women to have the level of options that they do? And you said a little bit.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And then led on to talk about how you have like 1,000 plus Snapchats a day.
So I'm just asking.
So yeah, I think it might be a little bit.
You guys
of a
are both
problem.
my chicks, so shut the fuck up.
But so, Marie,
Literally, both of you.
so can you elaborate at all on how it may be damaging?
Well, honestly, like, if you Snapchat someone and they're, like, replying to them, like, every day, like, 24/7, then, yeah, that's damaging. Your girl is talking to some other man.
So you don't think girls in relationships should talk to other dudes at all, even as friends?
No, I disagree with that. Because if I got in a relationship, I hope my man would be okay with me being friends with Riley and Cesare. But, like, I don't know. I feel like, okay, so if I got in a relationship, I told my boyfriend, I was like, hey, like, I'm really good friends with them. Like, hey, I'm really good friends with Riley, Cesare, fucking Mark, Christian, whatever. Then I feel like he should be okay with that. Like,
list off a group of dudes. Like.
What? What the fuck did you say? But yeah, no, I feel like they should be okay with that. Like, I mean, at least that's me. You should be okay with it.
Okay. All right. So, Erica.
I don't think options are damaging unless you're in a relationship and you let them damage your relationship. Like, I know where I am friends with people and where they cross the line. Like, I'm not naive, and, like, I'd be stupid to think, oh, I don't think this person's flirting with me even though they sent me blah, blah, blah. Like, it's like we're all smart enough. We know to where the extent that person's flirting and where they're deciding to be a friend and whether you decide to cross that line with that person or not. So it's like, if I have Cesare as a friend, for example, and then all of a sudden he starts acting weird once I get into a relationship, it's like instantly blocked. Like, it's like, I know instantly, like, whether that person's trying to cross that line or not, and, like, whether that option becomes, like, a problem in my relationship or not. Because I'm trying to further that relationship with that one person, and I don't need all these guy friends in order to justify that relationship with that one person. So it's like, if all of these guy friends, or if all of a sudden people start acting weird once I choose the person that eventually is going to become beyond me, it's like, I don't need those people because clearly they don't have my best interest in mind and my relationship in mind, so they have no reason being my friends.
Okay, so basically, if you're in a relationship and you have a guy friend and you can tell that he wants to get with you, even though you would never let that happen, you will still cut him off.
Yeah, because I find it inappropriate.
Do you think other women should do the same?
I mean, I have no reason to speak on other people's relationships, but I know where I see my relationship and, like, the other person I see with. Like, no one is naive, and everyone knows when people are flirting with, whether you want to admit it or not. Like, the guys know when girls are trying to flirt with them. Girls know when guys are trying to flirt with them. So whether you want to cut them off and block them is, like, an adult decision in its own and a mature decision in its own. And it's like, eventually I'm trying to put this relationship above myself. And it's like, I want to be able to provide an environment where that'll work. And I expect the same from my partner.
Fair enough. So you think that it's best for at least just your relationships that you limit the level to which other guys can contact you?
Yeah.
You have these guy friends, they act weird, you cut them off. Would you, let's say you had a public Instagram and then you got with that serious boyfriend, would you then convert it to a private account?
No, why would I do that?
Because then people can't DM you like that as much.
Because people can DM me all I want, but it's whether I decide to engage or not.
Well, yeah, but it's the same thing as if you decide to engage with the guy friend who's flirting with you.
No, because it's more of on a personal level. You're talking about a public Instagram where random people can DM me. Whereas, like, a private Instagram, it's people that are close to me that I decide are friends, but clearly they don't have my best interest in mind.
All right,
So it's like either way they decide to get
limit the
blocked.
option down.
No, but it's like regardless. It's like it's whether I decide to engage in it or not, or whether I decide that interaction is inappropriate or not. And it's like anything that you deem inappropriate should be blocked right away, and it shouldn't be a discussion between you and your partner until after they're blocked. Because I know what's inappropriate and you know what's inappropriate, and that should be a discussion after they're blocked.
Yeah. No.
all right. Riley, I see you thinking over there.
Oh man.
Yeah, I don't know, but it's an iffy one. Like, why after?
Because you see that person as a friend as you're single, but then all of a sudden you get into a relationship and they start acting iffy.
No, that's not even my point. I'm saying, why would you let your boyfriend know after you did it?
Because it shouldn't be something that, like, I should have to have my partner tell me to block them. Like, I know what's inappropriate, and I know what crosses the line, and I know what is iffy with that interaction after I've been with that person. Because clearly that person's been my friend. So it's like, you know what's off. Like, you know. We all know. So, like, acting naive is, like, honestly immature. So it's like, when I know that situation's off, instantly blocked, because clearly you're not my friend if you don't have my best interest in mind. So it's like, it should be a discussion with your partner regardless of the situation. And I feel like if you see it as immature or inappropriate, it should be blocked right away.
Personally, I want to know who said what.
What do you mean?
Not even just like if you responded. I don't even give a fuck about that. I shouldn't have to. But I'm saying I would like to know what guy said what to my girlfriend without you blocking them. I mean, sure, block them. I shouldn't have to tell you that, but.
No, but it's like the blocking is a situation. Whereas, like, if you want to know what led up to that blocking, then I'll tell you. Like, it's like if they sent something inappropriate, if they said something that I was uncomfortable with, instantly blocked. But it's like that leads into a discussion, not like, hey, Riley, do you think I should block this person because they sent me blah, 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 or they said blah, blah, blah?
It's not that. It's just, hey, Riley, look who said this. And then, boom, you block them without me having to tell you.
Yeah, but, like, it's that idea of not having to be told to block somebody.
Yeah, I shouldn't have to say that.
Exactly.
I'm just saying,
it should go both ways.
I want to know, so you shouldn't block him before I know who said what. I want to see it.
So I should allow that inappropriate behavior until I'm allowed to talk to you. Like, let's just say this happened on, like, a Tuesday, and then, like, the next time I can see you is, like, a Sunday.
Whoa, like, there's a pretty easy solution to this. Like, if someone DM'd you and Riley's like out of state, you just screenshot and send it to him
What
and
if
then
it's
block.
on Snapchat?
What the fuck? You can still screenshot
You can still
it.
screenshot
Yes,
them.
but like it's still like it's whether you trust me or not. Like it should
No, no,
be
no,
like
okay,
I
okay.
convey
Well, it
this
shouldn't be a
information to you and this
trust
person's
test.
already
That's
blocked.
trust testing.
This isn't necessarily, in my view, a trust issue. From what I'm picking up from what Riley's saying, it's simply like a data collection thing. He just wants to know this person said this. This person tried to make a move. All right, so does that make sense? Basically just that if you just block them right away, then he just doesn't get to know who's after his girl like that.
I don't feel like there needs to be a discussion after there's a discrepancy.
No, but the discussion isn't about like a trust issue with you. It's just him wanting to know that dude did that. It really doesn't even have much to do with you. It's just that he wants to know that this guy is trying to get his girl so that he can pay attention.
Then do you want to continue to talk to that guy?
No.
Then why does me blocking them like restrain the conversation?
It doesn't.
Then why can't I block them before the conversation?
Because I want to see
No,
what
no,
they
no,
said.
no. What I'm saying
No,
is
but
like,
I can tell you what they said, and I feel like then that should be enough for you. Like me,
All I'm gonna say on that is that for a very, very, very recent situation, one of my friend's exes added him back on Snapchat and texted him all day and then unadded him at the end of the day. And then she's continuing to do that.
then I feel like then it's allowing them to add and unadd you. There is a block button for a reason, and there is a conversation for a reason. Like there is
No,
the
that's what
idea
I'm
of
saying though. Like
entertaining them.
even that's what I'm saying. Like you can block, yes, but
Yeah.
you can just unblock as well, right?
Yeah, but
So
if I
what-
block
but-
them, then it stays.
Look, all I'm gonna say, when somebody does that, it just seems like you gave them a response that you didn't want your partner to see.
Yeah.
That's what it comes off like.
But then what does me leaving them unblocked until we have that conversation have to do with
Why? Okay, but you're making it seem like this conversation is not gonna be had for like a fucking week or a month. Like you should have that conversation when it happens.
No, it should be done right away, but I don't think it's contingent on whether I block them or not. Like, I think if I see inappropriate behavior, then I should block it, and then we should have that discussion. I don't think it should be done before or after I block them. I don't think it has to do anything with whether I block that person or not. I think if I see inappropriate, or if I see I could entertain this behavior, then it should be blocked. I don't think that it should continue.
Okay, so why do you think you need to block him before you show the guy?
Because I feel like if I need to show you, then I have screenshotted enough to where the point of me blocking them is enough for you. Because if I feel it is appropriate to block them, then I feel like you would think it is more than enough to block them.
Yeah, I don't fucking know what the hell.
so
I just don't understand. I don't get it.
all I'm
What part do you not understand? Like, I'm trying to see your point of view.
all I'm really looking
Why are
at,
you in such a rush to block dude? Like, what's so wrong with you being like, hey, this person said this. Look, I'm gonna block them. Blah, 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 and then go about your business.
you
Like,
guys are talking about the situation of, thus this person is out of town. Thus I can't have this conversation right away.
That was just
So
an
I don't
example.
see the point of like keeping them like around or keeping them unblocked before I can have that conversation. Like if I see inappropriate, I block. Where it's like, thus I have the screenshots, thus I like can have that conversation with you while they remain blocked.
You don't see why? I just told you why.
yeah, he
Told
wants
you.
the
I
information.
literally- I just told
Yes,
you
but
why.
you can still see the screenshots that I took.
So you're gonna take screenshots.
Yeah, if
yeah,
I
because
find
that
it
solves the
inappropriate.
problem.
So I'm
Okay,
just
so
I'm
that was just
confused.
the
So
whole point
if
of
you're
this
gonna tell me
conversation.
30 minutes after it happens, what is 30 minutes of him being unblocked?
So you want
He's been
me
unblocked this entire time, and then he hits you up once, and you can't just not even reply to the message. You don't even have to open it. You can literally wait to open it until you show me.
So you think that it should be waited on? Like if I don't even know that a message is going to be inappropriate, I should be waiting like, oh, Riley would want to see this. Like I should not open this like waiting for this person to be inappropriate. So I should wait for this person to be inappropriate and thus block them. If I think this person is going to be inappropriate or detrimental to my relationship, why should I keep them around?
It's not going to be detrimental. To
It
your
is if
relationship.
it becomes a problem.
Yeah, we're kind of moving in circles here.
Yeah, no.
So all I really think with this is just I kind of agree with Riley. I would just want the information of who said it and what did they say. If you take a screenshot, for me, if you take a screenshot, block them immediately and send me the screenshot, I don't really give a shit. I have my information. He's blocked. Who cares?
But Riley said leave them unopened. And how
That
am I
was a
supposed to know that they're
suggestion.
That was
being
a suggestion.
inappropriate?
No,
Like,
I'm saying
there's
leave them unopened until you show me what he said,
basically-
and
But
then
how am
block
I
him.
supposed to
Hold on,
predict
hold on.
that person's going to be inappropriate?
You can see on any what.
But
Unless
it's
you
like, why
not
would I
see-
wait for that person that I suspect is going to be inappropriate to be inappropriate with me?
Well, they
That
already
doesn't make
were.
any
They already
sense.
sent the message.
Well, then, thus they should be blocked by the time that they were inappropriate, not by like waiting for them to be more.
But all right,
inappropriate.
but so what bad are we avoiding by blocking them immediately? What's going to happen that we're trying to avoid if you don't do that?
I think that anything that you find weird from the time that you were friends to the time that you were in a relationship and the like difference in communication between them, that should be blocked. And I don't think that you should wait for that person to be inappropriate, and I don't think that you should wait for screenshots, and I don't think that you should wait for that person to continue to be detrimental in order to block them. Like, I feel like if there is any sort of instinct or any sort of like, this isn't going to work out for me, like, they should be blocked. Because we know. We know.
Okay, yeah, they get blocked. But okay.
Yeah, but I already took screenshots of how they were previously inappropriate. So, like, would you not want me to block them once I find them inappropriate, or would you want me to continue?
No, after it happens, just as long as I see what they said and who it is.
Yeah,
That's it.
Exactly,
It's
and I feel
literally
like that's
just as
enough.
simple as that.
Exactly. That's what we said.
And I feel like that's enough, but Riley's talking about the idea
No,
of
I'm
them
not.
being unopened.
No,
That was a suggestion.
No,
That was
that's not
just-
even.
that was just-
that- it
we
wasn't a
started.
suggestion.
We told you, like, you could take a screenshot and send it, but you said like no, like you still gonna block them right away. Then you decided to add in that you'd take the screenshot and then you'd send the screenshot and block them. So before you said that, that's when he added in that suggestion. So it's just.
But it's like, if I am in a relationship and I think that someone's being inappropriate, I don't think that I need that proof or like that sort of idea in order for you to believe me that that person's being inappropriate.
I'm not saying like every single time somebody says something, you gotta go and tell. You know what I'm saying? But if it's something like, yeah, if it's somebody that is like with like your friend or somebody you're cool with, then yeah, you need to tell them.
Yes.
Simple as that. Because they know them too. And this supposed person was your friend, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Then thus they should be blocked.
Mm-hmm. And
Yeah.
thus that information should be told to
Yeah.
your sponsor.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I feel like we
Okay, so we
agree.
got that cleared up. Let's
I
move on
feel
to the
like
next
we
question.
agree.
Okay, that's great. Woo!
Marie, do you have anything for this?
No. No, I'm okay. No, I don't have anything.
Izzy?
Yeah, I have one thing to say. It just kind of has to do with like how social media works. I mean, you can block someone and the whole conversation will still be there. If you're gonna go out of your way to delete the conversation that you had after blocking them, that's really wrong. So I totally like understand where you guys are coming from, that you would want to see the text and everything, but like she was saying, I think it's okay to block them first as long as the conversation is still there.
As long as I have a way to get my information,
Yeah,
I don't really
I
care
don't
what
give
happens.
a
Yes.
fuck when you block
Yes.
buddy. I need to know the information, what was said, and who it was.
Yes.
I don't give a fuck if you block them 5 minutes after, 5 seconds after. Just block them.
Right, and that's what I'm saying though. Even if you do block them, like the conversation will still be there,
Yeah.
unless it's like on Snapchat or something.
All I need is my information. That's it. Great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As long as we know what was said and who said it,
Right.
and the blocking can happen whenever.
Yeah, fuck.
It doesn't
I
matter.
agree.
Okay.
So, okay, so you explained. Okay, never mind. I'm not gonna get. What was the next question?
I'm not too sure if we necessarily had one.
Shit, I already forgot what the fuck this question was.
We were talking about girls having too many options.
She says, "Uh-oh."
So we didn't have anything.
All right. Is there another topic we could talk about? Or is it done? Because if it's done, we can end the video. We can like do the like little shout outs, whatever, but
I think we might be wrapping up here. So, starting with Izzy, if anybody can find you anywhere, where should they look?
You could find me on Instagram, Punk Rock Goddess, or Facebook, Izzy Rodriguez.
All right, Marie.
Snapchat. Marie McNeil 18. Boom.
I'm on anything at imageclark.com. Literally anything.
All right, so if y'all have made it this far in the video, we appreciate y'all for watching.
Very much
And as
appreciate
usual, we will catch y'all in the next one.
Wait, no, the fuck. Your music?
Oh yeah, yeah,
course,
yeah, yeah.
actually.
yeah.
How could
Yeah,
I
yeah.
forget?
I am dropping my first song here very shortly. So my Instagram, Ecliptic Stubs, and then also on SoundCloud, same thing. Stay tuned for that. I would appreciate the follows so much. That'd mean a lot. So
Yeah. And we'll catch you on the next video. We're gonna have our friend Thomas telling us some military shit that's gonna be pretty fucking cool.
that'd be a good one.
So yeah, thanks. Bye.
Peace out.
Run it. I can't take no loss. I don't even know what it